Right people, how to draw a nice pretty witch pin-up sitting on the moon. That's quite a fun one, and it's a really classic Gil Elvgren kind of pose with my twist on it. So we're going to have the reference by at all times. It's going to be the exact image we're going to end up drawing. So start off with a big circle. We're going to get the base of the moon done with this. And then bring the secondary circle just on the inside at a bit of an angle. So you can see that builds up a really nice perfect moon shape. And once we've got that done, we can place our body on it. Now we're going to start with the head, because the head's just going to measure everything. So you have a circle, a cross line through, and this little box shape at the bottom just to tell our jaw. Now we're going to classify this box head as one segment. I'm going to use this as a measuring tool for everything. So drawing a little dot, curve down from the back of your head, like so, 3 heads long. And it's going to create the base of the spine. The shoulders are going to go at this little angle here, because our body's going to be at the side. So 2 little dots curve on across. Now off both those dots, we're going to do the shoulders to the elbows. Each one of these is going to be roughly about the size of the head, maybe just a tiny fraction more. Same with the forearms, so roughly about the size of the head. Now you see we've got this really kind of sort of fun pose. You can see the pose on the right hand side. The thighs are going to be 2 sizes of the head, and the same thing with the calves. So now we've got that done, we're going to draw these sausage shapes around the dots in each segment, like this. And it basically just fleshes out the body shape. Now most of it's going to be fairly the same, except for like this sort of the calves and the forearms, where the base parts can be a little bit wider, just to sort of show the muscle definition. As you see here with the calves and the thigh, so a little bit wider in the key parts of it. Now once you've got this done, bring a line coming from those shoulders down to the pelvis and a bit of a curve there, and you can see it creates a really nice bend for the belly. Once you've got the belly done, just come a little bit higher than that, 2 circles, and create 2 curved lines back to create the breasts. Now it's important not to put them too high, you want them sort of like in the chest where they're supposed to be. The feet are going to be these sort of triangular curve shapes connected to each other. And once you've got the feet done, you can bring in a slight outline to it now. So it's kind of around the edges of everything we've done. The hands, you're going to start with this little box shape and just bring the curves for the fingers. Now it's important to remember at certain angles you're not going to see all the fingers, so you're not going to get every single finger in this picture. Now the head, we're going to put a hat on there. So you've got this big sort of wide base curving up and sort of pointing around across. Now from the centre line down the face, it's going to be a little triangle shape just there to create the nose. And then just off of that, we're going to create these 2 curves. If you divide that line into 5, it'd be sort of the first and third segment. Bring a little curved line underneath with a circle inside to create the pupil. It's important to make a nice sort of flick on the end. You want a nice bit of eyelash to come off of it. Now just come off the triangle base part of the nose, bring a little curved line, come into a little dot just to create that nostril. Just here, you're going to put in the eyebrows, just a fraction above, a nice big pointy sort of curve, and the cheekbone make quite defined, so you want to bump the outside of the circle a little bit and come back into it. Draw a line about halfway through that centre part now. This is going to give you the position for the mouth. So bring a little line just here, you sort of come back down to about the middle of the second pupil, rough positioning. The hair is going to be these sort of circular shapes, just fitting inside underneath the hat. Now you want this kind of sort of like really rockabilly kind of sort of fringe, a bit of side, and then some curves to the back, just to kind of bold it out. I'd like to have a little squiggly bit just coming off the bottom, just to kind of get a little bit coming onto the neck as well. And I'm just going to add a little bit top of her breast there, so you've got to start of her clothing. So bring 2 lines across, big curved line, come back off like the strap. There's little curved lines there just to create the base part of her stomach or part of the dress. Now on the arms, bring 2 little curved lines up to create parts of her gloves. And same thing on the thighs to make the tights. A little bit of curves, just wiggly lines down the bottom to create a part of the dress that falls down. And then once you've got that, we're going to sort of take out the lines we don't need now. And then we're just going to refine this now, so go over it with your pen work, just like so. So it's just nice and neat now, all the pen work in there. And now we can start to add all these little extra details that we need. So let's put in the little flicks just inside the hat, into the gloves, on the dress. And I'm going to start with some shading, so I'm going to start off with the hat. The base part of the hat just black from both sides, fading out, like so. So a nice smooth blend. And once you've got that nice smooth blend, you can start adding the creases. It's always easy to do the creases afterwards. So there's little lines in, just create these little curved backs with a dark shade just fading outwards. A little bit shaded on the lower part of the hat now. So this is all coming together quite nicely now. You can see where it's all going. And the base part of the hair there, you can see it's got black coming from underneath the hat and a little bit of curve from the bottom as well. Just really simple, smooth transitions. For this style, you don't go too crazy with it. And once you've got the hair done, just start coming down onto the face. So a bit of black inside the eyes, and a little bit of black fade, just coming from the left side of the mouth onwards. A nice bit of dark shadow above the eye, literally directly above it. You know, she's a witch, so you want that sort of dark, you know, sort of cranny eyes. A little bit of smooth shading, soft shading, just underneath the neck, and a little bit just around the cheekbone, and around the curve by the nose. Now I'll bring a little bit more here on the other side of the cheekbone now, so just making that curve coming around from the cheek to the outside, and just a little bit more around the jaw. Same thing with our arms, so just a bit of smooth shading from the outside and the inside lines, and the same thing around the breast. You can see the left breast there, I've just come from the top downwards and only a tiny bit on the inside part. Now the other arm, you'll put a little bit more shading because it's a bit further in the background and the head is shading it a little bit. The glove's going to be a smooth transition, just black from both sides, and a little bit of black just coming from the centre part of the hand and just up from the fingers. Once you've got that done, just bring the details, so just bring a few little black lines just coming across, curving here and there. Same principle for the other hand now, so black from the outsides, on the hand, the base of the hand, and just coming from the tip of the fingers. And once that's done, then add the details. So the little creases, the little folds. No, don't go too crazy with it, just a few lines here does the trick. Now the dress I'm going to start differently. I'm going to start with the creases and then work a bit of greys over the top. So I'm kind of like sort of shading inside the spaces. Same thing for the side parts of the tights there, just the tops. I've got from black from the outsides coming inwards. Now the legs, make sure they're lighter than the tights, because the tights can be black, our legs obviously not going to be so. You want to be able to tell the difference. You want the tights to be like a little bit darker. You know, if they're the same, it's going to look a little bit odd. Create a little bit of shadow just at the top part of the calf as well, just to create that sort of muscle definition in the middle. I'm just going to shade in the high heels now. So black from the outside, black in the centre, and just black underneath the heel coming downwards. The bottom part of the dress can be done very similar to the top part. We're going to bring in the dips first, all the creases, and then bring grey shade over the top. Now that under part dress there, you can see we've got white, so I've just gone a much more lighter tone with that. I haven't gone too dark. And then the moon in the background, shade from the top and the bottom. And my little signature X just on the cheek, just to finish her off. And there you have it, people. That is how you draw a witch sitting on the moon, classic pin-up style. I hope you like it. Comment, like, subscribe, check my videos. I am the Broken Puppet, people, and I shall see you next time. Peace.